1, 2, 3. One, two, three. You go in, and you're making the cables. So you're powered. We don't need the splitter there. You're making the cables. That was on the right. And then you... just raw smelted copper. Which I don't even know if I need, really. But that's what you are. And you're completely full. Right, I think I had my splitter mixed up in my head. What I originally, I think, wanted was I have a splitter and then half of the raw iron, or copper rather, half of it gets smelted off, gets split before the constructor, and gets split off into just ingots. And then the other half turns into cables. Hello, Jackum. Kiranj, what have you missed? Mostly just this. I scaled up the smelting a bunch. Balanced this wire belt, so I've got this constructor and the constructor down below working on copper wiring. Although it seems we have a bit of a blockage again. You're full up on both. You're just simply not working fast enough now, surprisingly. Which, kind of to be expected. There it goes. So now you consume 150 wire per minute. You can read that down to 120. Wire bills on a precarious angle? Nah, it's fine. It's 125. Need this to be 120, so you're consuming a fully saturated belt. It used to be that if I refresh that, it updates immediately. There we go. Found it. So now you're taking in as much wire as I'm giving you. Which turns into 12 stitched iron plates per minute. Okay. So there shouldn't be a blockage. We'll still have a little blockage with the iron plates, but that's fine. That's why it's just a Mark 1 belt, because it doesn't need to be Mark 2, like, at all. Yeah, I'm more concerned about vehicles trying to get up through this. That's my concern. So right, the raw smelted iron. Copper, not iron. Everything's backed up still because we can't make fast enough. Oh man. I'm thinking about just splitting off one of these belts, the output, probably this one, because that's the one making the cables. So I throw a splitter in line. And I may as well just have you come down to the storage that was in here, right? And then flip the storage around. Wait, what? Wasn't I doing raw copper smelted storage? I guess not. Okay, hold on. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, it's some of it's just wire, the rest of it's cables. So cables are coming down. So I need wire. So after these guys. So I was right, and then I was wrong, and then I was right again. So I need... the split like up here. Holy shit. So you go in. You can come around. Let's try to get that a bit better.
Closet 5 misclick, I did it again. Closet 5, hey.
You did it again. Blah blah, 4 months. Thank you very much. So we get some of that going there, and then I do a lift. 1, 2, 3. And you get in there. So half of this is going into cable production. The other half just stays as wires. Oh my god. That's what I needed to do. That's it. That's all it was. We spent like 20 minutes just fucking around for no good reason. You're watching me play Subnautica as you watch me play Factorio. Oh my god. Would be a great troll for a time capsule? Well, like a floater? Or like a salted bladderfish? How about a salted bladderfish? Here you go. I could have used it for water, but I didn't. A salted bladderfish and a floater. There you go, Survivor. Congratulations, I managed with this. I'm sure you can too. Okay. So that's copper scaled up significantly. I just need to figure out what to do with the other guys upstairs. Because I got you still. Just sitting here making wiring for no reason. Alright, you're an output. Could just like put immersion temporarily. Turn of the belt is too sharp. Alright, well. I don't know. I don't know. You're making wires just to make wires, and I guess we just leave it. So copper expanded, yay, we're done. Yeah, they're called Blade Runners. It's a like exoskeleton thing. They're pretty sweet, really. Let's get then. I mean, at some point you can be skilled up too, but I don't know. What am I still missing manufacturing wise? I've got reinforced iron plates going. That's just concrete. I think you're just the reinforced iron plates down here. But then up here, yeah, I got the modular frames going as well. And you're just the reinforced iron plates. And in here, you were just simple plates. And your rods. And then above, this is why I need a consolidated storage. Maybe that comes next. We got screws, and then up above again, we get rotors. I still need stators. Need stators, and those turn into motors. Stators, I don't know how to do yet. What do I need for that kind of stuff? A rebar gun. Wait a minute. Spiked rebar, improvised ranged weapon for self-defense. Has to be reloaded after each use. Okay. You teach me biomass also? I don't know. Maybe we go for that? Do we want a rebar gun? I think I do. Go for that. I have a bunch... Oh man, let's sort this. I have a bunch of wire. Reinforced plates. Yeah, 100 will be fine. And blast off. If I were a main storage hub, I'd probably be out here, right? Rip this bullshit out. Heated rebar. Just get the rebar gun really hot, and the rebar just heats while it's sitting in there. Right, you were... How many things do you have still? Looks like a bunch. Could maybe have you just connect across, connect out. You're powered from out back. And we have to rip some floors out for you, I think. Yeah. Hello? Oh no, it's going through a storage crate now. Oh no. Yeah, alright, you know what? Then fine. Have another Mark II. We'll have two of them here. There. Because I'm not moving that storage yet. Okay. And power-wise, still completely fine. Waiting for that thing to lend back so I can do another milestone, so until then... let's get a big centralized storage warehouse thing going. Can you hear the climate up so much it'll basically have the same effect? All rebar becomes heated rebar. What a cool world passive. around about here looks like this will be the wall. New power pole isn't in the circuit? Alright, I'll grab that. Thanks for the heads up. Okay. So, outer wall. There we go. Fixed. Thank you. Captain Planet villain. And you're all just fine with it. Nobody's trying to stop me. You're just like, yeah, that sounds fun. I mean, heated rebar sounds pretty cool. We'll take that. That sounds like a good thing. Research from last stream? Yeah, also need to take a look at that. What did we put in last? I think these are just creating like little boxes that I can't access. I'll throw out some of these pipes too because I have so many. And the raw copper ore. And the caterium ore. All this bullshit wood. Okay. Coal, electricity, metal, forge, power tools. Together they combine to be... evil guy man. Damn it, where did it even build that? It's like through the floor somewhere, I think. Yeah, evil guy, man. Watch out for him. He's a spoopy villain. He'll fuck you up. It's that crazy episode where the Power Rangers and Captain Planet unite. It's a nice one of those like hybrid shows. It's a pretty weird one, but it's all right. Boy, am I ready for steel yet? I guess so. I mean, logistics Mark III. Industrial storage container, I think, is 2 ins, 2 outs. 2 inputs and outputs for conveyor belts. But I think I would just use the standard storage container. Like, I don't see the point. Maybe when you get, like, filters, then maybe it'd be okay, I guess. So, this brings on a whole new level of shit. What allows me to make the stators, and then the motors is stator and rotor combined, I assume. Oh boy. I guess we're ready for it though. Select that milestone. I'll grab the stuff for it. What do you got? Oh, the quick wire, right. What'd that unlock?
New technologies have been developed based on this new element, primarily in power and electronics, and can now be accessed in Hub Tier 5.
Up Tier 5. Okay. I guess alien organs? I think I've got another one somewhere, right? Yeah. Let's see what that does. Bug. And making fabric. Ah, a bunch of biomass too. Which I can go ahead and make. Turn my leaves into it. What does an alien organ sound like? Oh man. Probably closer to a flute. Something like high-pitched and whiny. Or like a 1,000 vuvuzelas. The true horror. No idea how much fabric I need. Just make a bunch. Got 102 fabric. Here. So there's that. Right, getting there. And then we'll just have a shitload of storage containers in here. And a bunch of... probably like up on... Up on these walls or something would be the conveyors. Something like that. But then if I were to do... if I were to do these... yeah, that's the output on the bottom. Okay, cool. That's what I want. Need more reinforced iron. But that'll be how we get stuff in. And we'll just have a bunch of conveyor belts flying across into this building from like all directions. And this will just be where everything is stored. And we can stack them like way up. Actually, I wanted to come in from the top and stay at the top, actually. Because then we fill up the top and we could just have the have them stacked, and then they all just like funnel down to the bottom, right? So we'd have a storage container stacking 3 high. So input right, then left, then right. Yeah, just like that. It knows. It knows what I'm after. So you come in, and then we connect, and this bottom one will always be full, and it'll work its way up. Yeah. It's just these are a little fatter than I'd like, and I guess that's why you'd want maybe the bigger one that has 2 ends, because then I could maybe have just like on one tile. Yeah, let's take a look at those, just see what the hell they are. I don't even know what they are. I'm making assumptions. Let's just check them out. Let's research it real quick. It allows me to postpone steel a little more, and I'm always up for doing that. I'm okay with postponing steel. Steel terrifies me. I don't need steel. This is it. We've made it. This is the end of the game for me. Oh shit, but you need motors. Wait a minute. Oh. Wait. Yeah, you need motors. Fuck, I have to do steel. Alright, let's do steel. I'll do steel, but I don't have to actually do steel. Can't make me. Don't need screws. You know what? I'll grab a couple stacks. It's a lot of rotors. Have any mods come out for Minecraft, like the new version of Minecraft yet? Because they were pounding out Minecraft updates, and all the mod makers are just like, okay, we're gonna wait for this bullshit to stop. And the mods just they were crazy out of date. I forgot the modular frames. Have they finally started updating again? Guess I'll take a stack of modular frames too. Forge isn't out yet, but there's a new mod loader with a few mods. Huh. Okay. And like everything is built on Forge though, pretty much, so that's obviously one of the larger constraints there.
Milestone reached. Steel production unlocked. Foundry and improved miner included to ensure efficiency of new pipelines. A collection of new, more complex parts is now available for crafting.
I know some people who are working on a new mod pack. It's going to be big. Hermitcraft sounds familiar. Basically them gonna have Flans mod, which basically adds up fire weapons and vehicles. Interplanetary Warcraft oriented. Sounds big. Industrial Craft was quite cool. Feed the Beast is still around. The Feed the Beast launcher is still very much a thing. Hello, Purple Fishy. Late, but couldn't watch earlier because you were out. Well, welcome back. You haven't missed a whole lot, actually. We scaled up the copper bit. So we have from the one miner producing 120 per minute. 4 smelters adding up to 120 per minute. So that's balanced. The miner's not overclocked, though, so there's tons of room to improve. Copper's all flowing in. Added a second story to the copper, which we've cleaned up the wire output a little bit. So this wire is heading out, combines with another wire that's being made upstairs to fully saturate this belt going in for the reinforced iron plates. We've got coming down from upstairs some more wire and some cables. And those are just going into storage because I still need those for stuff sometimes. And upstairs, which is outside, so far they're just making the wire. This guy's making wire, goes into a splitter. Some of the wire just comes right off of the storage down below. The other bit of it goes up and around into another constructor, which is making the cables, which goes down into the storage. This guy's making wire but has nowhere to put it, and this is mixing with the wire that's being made downstairs to output to the reinforced iron plates, merging together on this belt, so we have a fully saturated belt at 120 copper coming in per minute. And I've balanced the reinforced iron plate production in there to take in exactly 120 copper wire per minute, so that's fine. That is fine. The plates seem a little slower than normal. Why did the plates seem slower than normal? Why aren't you getting in many iron ingots now? Because that one's full. Yeah, you're just not getting many. Alright, but to be fair, I don't really need you guys merged. Or do I? No, yeah, I do. Yeah, so that's fine. This belt's going at 60. I mean, I guess I could upgrade the belts? Maybe that helps a bit. Can't afford to do the rest. I don't know. We'll check back at that. I think at some point I'll have to expand the iron anyway, because the iron can also have 4 smelters going, so at some point we'll do all that. But I'm currently occupied doing the storage. Big warehouse thing in kind of a centralized location. The plan is to have a bunch of conveyor belts coming across with all the outputs, coming on in and working into a storage container which works its way down. So everything I need I can access in some way. Weird how Minecraft doesn't have integrated mod supports yet. I'd like to think that's because of Java, but I don't think any versions of Minecraft have that, right? Five minutes still. Oh, it tells me on the top right. Okay. And 10 minutes for that. Okay, because I'm kind of waiting on the bigger storage to get fixed up. Well, I guess I'll work on the iron then. Fuck it. Let me just get rid of this. Because I'm not sure if I need you anymore. I need more reinforced iron plates though, so I'll grab that real fast. Because I'll probably just do all this with Mark II belts. Reinforced plates. Aren't FTP partnered with Twitch because they were included in the Curse launcher, then Twitch bought Curse? Well, because the Twitch launcher has different mods than the Feed the Beast launcher does, unless it's slowly being ported over. Because I remember my fiance and I were looking at different mods. And she was like, oh, well, I'm on the Feed the Beast launcher and not the Twitch thing. And I was like, Feed the Beast, isn't that on here? But I guess there's still some different mods. And I think they're just like only slowly being ported over or something. I'm not really sure. Man, what the hell did I have going on with this? You're making 120 and I had you coming. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. But obviously still backed up. That's okay. Okay. So, you're doing that. We need the splitter. That splits off into 2 other splitters. To keep everything balanced. And then you guys feed off into 4 different smelters. Oh, God. Normal extraction 120, which will be 240 because it's a pure node. Oh, God. So many materials. We'll worry about that later, though. That's for another week. Fuck me. Minor Mark 1's what we're sticking with for now because it's good enough. Smelter, 4 of ya. And I got a lot more room to work with here, so this can be a little more organized. Because when I was doing the copper, it's butt up against a lot of stuff over there. Hello, Skylar. Things going pretty good. Can't really complain. Still hugely enjoying this game. Oh wow, you can make that. Well done. No, you don't go there. No. You come out of this guy. Right, because you just split off to these 2. Right. And then you can be disassembled. Turned into a fancier power pole. That shouldn't be in the way. These power poles, because it's a tier 2, hold 7 connections. So I can take in all of these and still connect it to the grid. You can't just go by chance across. Well, in theory you could. Hey, that works. Okay. So that's out of the way. So what's your issue? You've got power, you're just full, right? And you guys need to be told to make iron. And all this iron, I think I can get rid of all this. Because I can have a dedicated iron going into each. We have more pure iron here too, by the way. Just, you know, in case I need it for some reason. Game crashed. Cool. How long until you say fuck it and call in a planet cracker? In 8 seconds, depending on how far back the save is. Either 30 seconds or 30 minutes. Oof, yeah, that's how typically a good sign. Okay, that's a good sign. That's fine. We're good. We're okay. It is okay. That's backwards. These are a lot further away, but oh well. Okay. Right in. Right in. Okay. Getting rid of you, making a fancier tower. That's all of those. And you connect up. You're going away. You're connecting up as well. And you are leaping all the way across to here. Okay, is there a quick save? No. Right. So, all this goes away again. And I'll have a dedicated line for each, and then I'm not entirely sure what the fourth one does. Ah. Okay. Go, go, go. Hey, have a good night, KPO. Thanks for stopping in. Wah! Weird fucking music in this game. Really? There we go. Let's get it out of here. You need to be in the outer one, though, actually. Okay. And then you come on over. And then we need to figure out that guy. Man, how ugly. Let's just go with one of those riser things. Still not the prettiest. I don't know what to do for you. You just get to exist, I guess. Okay. So, can I get this a little bit cleaner somehow? Because now that it all works, let's make it look good. Yeah. But you up pretty close to it. Yeah, that ain't bad. I'll take that. I guess preemptively putting out those poles was completely not needed. Stackable. Maybe. That's okay. It's a tighter bundle of belts now. I'm alright with that. And if I played my cards right, I could have all three of them coming beneath. Or coming through one of these. So they're like, they bunch together here. So this whole thing is like a big cable tie. Deep fried watermelon. What? What the hell's chat talking about? I come into chat at the weirdest times. Can I place a pole power plant on top of a few of the buildings when I relocate them? So the buildings have a smokestack? Probably. Some of these buildings won't be big enough though, because the coal power, like, these are big. These are really, really big. I was going to use a lot of this area over here to be just a big coal power plant area, because I can't really use this iron anyway. Although I'd like to, because it's a second pier one right next to this guy. Which I guess I could also get going. Let's check the research and stuff. Alien organs research is done, and that's it. That's all. Okay. Thought she'd talk to me or something. Like, hey, you did it. Like and stick your thumb up your ass. Oh, well, thanks, ma'am. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Oh, medical inhaler using organs. Gross. Huh. I guess so. I'll get some more copper wire and we'll pound through that, get the basic medicinal inhaler and then alien organs. Seems odd. Some of them, some of that. And because this is a researched one, it doesn't actually launch? Oh, it does. Alright. Fine. $94 of them. We are still working, right? I know I got it being split off. Yeah, slow down with plates still. Because I had the split with plates. Here. But because that's full, you just come up. And that's it. Why are you still slow as shit getting these in? Well, yeah, you're taking 75 per minute. We're bringing in 120 per minute. We should be... Unless that's 75 per minute for just one instead of both. So really the belt is just slow. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. So let's have... Let's have a merge. But you know what that means. Let's rip it apart. Because then we'll have to shimmy over all the belts and stuff. And maybe I use the cable tie thing I was talking about, since we have to tear all this down anyway. Ah, shit. What if the smelters aren't producing enough? I can overclock them. But I don't think that'll be the issue. Because they're making 40-ish per, I think. Yeah, 30. 30 base. So with two of them together, that'll be 65 per minute, and then I can overclock them a bunch. And then I'd have to overclock the miner a little bit, but that's fine. No problem. So... You don't have to be up like that. You can come out with these guys. But you head up vertically. Something like that. We'll have... Oh, because it's the innermost one over there. The two of you merge. So that'll be, you're doing 30 per minute, you're doing 30, so that'll be 60. So we could still doubly overclock them. and still not have a belt saturated. But you're coming around. I wanted to try a cable tie, so we'll try that here. I think like that. You could basically come in through the bottom. I mean, you can also attach there, I suppose. I'd rather you come through the bottom, though. And then you will go ahead and raise also, and we'll have you raised more. In the end, it really doesn't matter. We're never going to see any of this at some point anyway, because we'll be living inside our city. And this is all outside the city limits, so it's whatever. But proof of concept here. Let's get you bent slightly more. There we go. So they're all outputting in the same direction, too. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, no. Another tie, I guess. So you head in. You're looping through. But the coal will be moving. Okay. If I'm about saturation, there's another patch kind of screw up. If you are about saturation, there is that other pure patch kind of screws. Oh yeah, this guy right here, right? Yeah, I know it. Like, the coal can come in, that can fuck off wherever. So ignore the coal. It super doesn't need to exist at all. The mine could, I mean, I could still mine it and output in this direction. And we'd link up with a bunch of other smelters that then loop back around, I guess? Man, look at that. That looks fucking great, doesn't it? Can't really cinch them up a little earlier at all. Like, I could, but I don't know. Alright, so you're getting a bunch now, right? Are you happy with that? Can I peek? Yeah. Yeah, alright. That seems pretty nice. It's a lot happier with that. So the plates then should have sped up through here. Can't really see. But yeah, it is. And you guys, you don't need to be Mark III, but you know what? Or Mark II. I guess I'll just go ahead and do it. Apparently that was already Mark II. Fucking whoops. And you? Okay. So that's all Mark II. Oh man. Okay. So the whole thing is Mark II now. What the fuck? Okay. What a mess in here. What an absolute mess in here. Okay, so that's that settled. I'm sure that was a bit of a distraction. Research-wise, how we doing? I wanted to take a look at this for an easier medical inhaler to make. There you go. Yeah, that one also launched. Interesting. Analysis of fabric is done.
This fabric is suitable for the creation of parachutes. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
Parachutes? Yeah, parachute. Slows down fall when activated in midair. It's a body slot thing. Well, shit. Alright, we'll do that. That sounds fine. I guess we'll do the coal. What do I need for this also? Motors and modular frames. Okay, modular frames I've got. 500 is a lot though, but I've got that going. Motors is just a mix of rotors and stators, which I need to get stators still. Jump at the top building and parachute down. Yeah, is the parachute reusable or do I have to make like 100 of them? That's like the VIP way of entering and exiting a building, right? Just jump pad up and then parachute down. I guess just so we're on the same grid. Let me foundation across. Because I don't want to free place this coal bit and then be off the grid. And then if I try to make like a road system or something, then I wouldn't be able to, you know? Why do we need metals to research parachute? The harness? I'll go with the harness. That sounds legit. Okay. Why does this foundation keep unbinding itself? Yeah, slightly higher. Okay.